VTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Cat Blocksworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features spaceflight.
誕生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Umatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Zylog hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
Not at present.
配信タグは
Catlight feed.
ファンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白好
I love you.
きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space hurry people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
みん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go Catbox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition, booster ignition, and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Good morning, and thank you for joining me. Hello there, Cat Blocksworthy here. I am actually running this mainly as a test on YouTube here, just to see how well streaming works. And by and large, most of this seems to be pretty much the same as streaming on Twitch. The only difference is that I actually have to either prepare a stream well ahead of time, or the other option I have is to just go and edit a new setup and then go live. I got the stream elements part in here, that's what's working here, but I have not actually tried, say, pressing the green button on that one. That probably says I want to get a stream key, and of course that tosses me over to YouTube's site, in which case, yeah, I gotta go get that. Anyway, it says here. Anyway, I see one good perk YouTube has over Twitch is even if you're a new streamer, you have good resolution settings. Yes, but the biggest problem I found is that the latency between my broadcast and you guys seeing it, or my seeing it if I'm pulling it down, is that it is awfully long. So in any event, the one thing I did is I pretty much I used a lot of the same stuff I used on both Stream Elements and Streamlabs to set it up. Of course, the follow events on Twitch will be the same as the subscribe events here on YouTube. Likewise, if you subscribe on my Twitch channel, if I ever get the join part of things, you'll see much the same of that when you join here. That's assuming if I ever get to the point where I can do that. And that's another thing that apparently is a big difference between YouTube and Twitch, is the barrier to entry on that. The barrier to entry seems to be considerably higher on YouTube than it is on Twitch. And I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. But in any event, the main thing I wanted to do was just make sure everything works. And by and large, most of the things I'm doing are pretty much the same, right down to the title slate and color bars and countdown. So pretty much everything is the same, at least on that particular side of things. But as far as all the other events, there are a few differences. Like for example, I happen to have the YouTube chat in here, and it looks exactly the same as it does on Twitch. Of course, it's the only difference, of course, it being YouTube chat rather than Twitch's chat. And that's another thing I really don't like about YouTube, I'm finding, is that you have to have a stream going in order to actually actively test the chat. And I'm glad you guys came in to help me test out. So just out of curiosity, are you guys subscribed to me already, or did you happen across me as I was streaming? because that is because normally whenever I stream over on Twitch, I usually try to post a schedule ahead of time, but right now this is just totally guerrilla. I am just running a test just to make sure everything works. And that's another thing. I don't know if you can do this or not, but like for example over on Twitch you can change the subject matter midstream and of course apply it accordingly. Not sure if you can do that with YouTube. So in any event, that's what's happening here. I'm just making sure that everything is working as it should. Let's see. I'm just watching it on I'm just opening up a web browser window, and that's another thing I don't like. This. I'm just across you through Melly's Discord. Okay. So, anyway, I guess it shows when I'm streaming as when I'm streaming on. Does it show that I'm streaming on YouTube, or at least streaming in general? I just came across you on Melly's Discord. Melly, you're gonna have to refresh my memory who which person that is off the top of my head, so I can at least get an idea. But in any event, yes, I have come full circle. I actually started looking at people originally on YouTube, notably Hololive. Then I found my first independent VTuber there, and then I found another one that I ultimately found out streams more on Twitch than on YouTube. That is to say, exclusively on Twitch, only putting produced videos on YouTube. And once I signed up on YouTube, that was my descent into the rabbit hole, which ultimately culminated with my actually becoming a VTuber myself. And one other thing I've noticed is that when I press start and watch the oh, Melody Rose, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check in with her at some point, just because. Yeah, I haven't. I hope she still does some of the community games, because one of the things I've been wanting to do is play the new Phasmo, the new levels in there. Okay, so anyway, how are things looking on this side thus far? I haven't actually put any real material online just yet for this evening. This was, like I said, an extremely guerrilla stream. I just wanted to make sure that everything was working properly here, and I appreciate the assistance and the assistance as far as getting this up and running and making this work. So this helps out enormously. So yeah, I guess I could actually. No, I can't. I don't know. I'll have to play with it more. So, but in any event, I just wanted to basically go through all the normal motions I would, as if I were streaming on Twitch. A lot of some of them are a little different. I don't know what would happen if I, for example, did not have Stream Elements on here, because Stream Elements gave me all the controls necessary in order to create a YouTube stream right there. Otherwise, I would probably set up a scheduled stream, which I really don't like the whole notion of being pretty much constrained to do it, but whatever. But at least it gives me the ability to do a really quick guerrilla stream like I did just now as well. So in any event, I'm glad you came, and just to help me test out and make sure that everything's working. So, anyway, understandable, as I've done some dabbling on streaming softwares. Because I mean, right now I'm using OBS Studio for everything, both Twitch and YouTube. Plus, on top of that, I am using it to do screen recording for various cuts I need to do for, like, for example, the opener that you saw. All the full motion video I captured with OBS Studio, and then of course I edited that into my opener using Vegas. So anyway, this seems to be doing thus far. And it looks like I'm gonna have to make a few adjustments to the chat box, but anyway, that looks pretty good. Oh, thus far. I wonder if I can do any hot editing of this on the fly right now. Because this is going to be a little crazy here. Let's see what I can do from here. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Save that. I'm going to do a quick reload of all the overlays, so you might see things blip out for a moment. Okay, sorry about your... There it goes. Okay. Well, maybe not... Maybe... Hang on a sec. Let me go look in Stream Elements real quick. Yeah. I'm going to save it and reload. I'm going to save it and may actually reload it on the fly. Do a quick reload. Like I said, this is getting to be a minor pain. But at least I know that it works. Chat box seems a little lighter or small inside the chat box. I don't know how to explain. That's fair. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to align it. Trying to align it with what's on the screen here. That's another part of the this whole situation. Wait for it to reload. There we go. I'm just going to dump another line of text in here. See what happens there. Interesting thing is that it takes, when I type something in, it doesn't come into the the chat for a good second or so later. But yeah, that looks pretty good thus far. See? See what happens when I get a little bit more text in there. There's about a 10-second turnaround time. Probably skinch it down just a smidge more. One of the things I wish I'd done is I definitely have I have a copy of the slate of the background I use that happens to have the new chat box that I used over on Twitch. I believe there's a delay in setting for chats and Stream Elements. Oh yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. Hadn't thought of that. Let's see. Actually, I think that's... Are you sure that's in Stream Elements and not in Twitch proper? At least from the Twitch side of things. I'd actually have to go and check it out in YouTube because, like I said, this is my first ever time doing an actual stream in YouTube. So I'm having to figure this whole thing out. Let me do a quick reload just to see how this looks here. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I like seeing. Okay. I think we got it locked down. So that looks good. Everything else, all the other elements are pretty much the same for my Twitch channel. It's just that I had to remove all the Twitch specific stuff. There's normally an activity in the lower left-hand corner, but I'd have to see if I have a version of that widget that actually handles YouTube activity. So, okay. So anyway, yeah, this seems to be working fine. Let me see if I can find some matter to put up there. And on top of that, I noticed that I'm streaming at Oh, what's the word I'm looking at? I'm streaming at 30 frames a second. I really want to be closer to either 60 or 59.94, the latter of which being NTSC adjusted speed. So, which is what I typically do over on Twitch anyway. Not to mention adjust my my upstream bandwidth, because the connection has more than enough bandwidth to handle the upstream. So all I'd have to do is just open it up a bit more. So, and of course, use higher frame rate, and also make sure I'm using hardware encoding of video. So, anyway, just but this whole thing, the whole idea of this thing is just to make sure that this is working as it oughta, and I'll go look at the settings in Stream Elements to see what I can find, as well as, of course, YouTube's own streaming settings as well. So this would have been really helpful earlier in the week, because I wanted to stream Virgin Orbit, and I got a very inconclusive answer from Twitch's support saying, "How do I say Richard Branson's company name, which happens to have a word in it that you guys seem to take offense to?" Well, anyway. At least I have this, and just messing around, just messing around primarily just to see how well this works. So, anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it the end. Oops, whoa. That is still a weird thing about VTube Studio, is that if I get a little bit, if the tracking gets a little weird, it makes me go way the heck away and come back up. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this the end of stream. And again, thank you so much for joining me and helping me test this out. And of course, with this, I can't rate anyone. So, because it being YouTube. Anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream. And thanks again. And I will be putting, if I ever do any kind of YouTube streaming, I'm going to make sure I try to schedule it well enough in advance. I usually try to make adjustments to my schedule if things happen. But anyway, just wanted to make sure that that everything worked right. And again, thank you so much for joining me and helping me make this work. And I'll see you guys next time. And if anything else, I hope to stream over on Twitch over the weekend and talk a little more about this channel as well. So in any event, thanks for joining me. Have a great one. Bye.